Hey everyone, it's Baseball 435 here, and I'm back with another video. In this video, we're going to start doing the main part of the game. We're going to start setting it up to get ready to make it. And what we're going to be doing is we're going to make a game where enemies fly down from the top, and you have to shoot them at the bottom. And when you shoot all of them, you go on to the next level. So that's going to be our type of that's the game that we're going to make. But we have to do a few things first. So, for example, the first thing we have to do is we have to add in a few variables. So the first one we're going to add in is int level, and it's going to be the 1, and that's just going to be the level that we're on. And then that's going to be it for there. And then wait for it to save. Hold on. And we're actually going to make the screen smaller. So go back to your main class and change the X to, let's try 500 possibly. Let's see what this looks like. Hold on. Alright. 1 second. It has to do this, I don't know why. Come on. But in this video we're going to start making the game. We're going to have the player at the bottom, and the player is only going to be able to move left and right. And then the enemies are going to come from the top, and if they run into you, then you lose a life, but you'll be able to shoot missiles or bullets or whatever by pressing the space key bar. And space bar, not the key bar, space key. And so yeah, that's practically going to be our game right there. And then we're going to have some power-ups, possibly, stuff like that. It won't be too hard, probably be done by the end of this week. So yeah, change it to 500 and then run it, and let's see if that looks good. This computer wasn't going so slow, that'd be awesome. It always takes a little while the first time, I don't know why. There we go. Yeah, we're gonna make this a little bit smaller, make this 400, should I 400? Alright, never mind. Leave this at 600, we'll just play with that. So yeah, go back to your game frame. Now what we're going to do is we're going to create another variable, int enemy count. Oh, wait, no, it's already up there, what am I saying? What this is going to do is it's going to start off as 5, and actually, no, this will be fun. So each time that the new game starts, we're practically going to take the level and then multiply it by 5, and that'll give us the amount of enemies that we want. So we're actually going to take this right here, cut it or copy it and then paste it, and make a new method and call it public void. Come on, start game. And now what we're going to do is we're going to do paste that into there and then do int enemy, or no, it's already an int, enemy count equals, and then level times 5. So each level there's going to be 5 enemies, and then times the level. So if we're on level 3, it's going to be 15 enemies, level 4, 20 enemies, so on and so on. And then it's going to add in that many enemies to the enemy count. Now down here we have, since we changed the width of the screen, we have to change it here too, so we're going to make it 500. And now we don't want the enemies all to start right from the tops, or right in the screen. So what we're going to do is we're going to make them start all above the screen. So we're going to do the height of the screen, which is going to be 600, and then we're going to do minus. Wait, no, we're going to do. Oh yeah, just put a negative in front of it. So it's going to make it whatever. Say that the random number is 400, right? It's going to make it negative 400. So they spawn up above the screen, so you can't see them, and then they're going to fly down towards you. So that should work. So if we run the game, you shouldn't even. Oh no, wait. Put in the game frame, put start game, and then run the game, and you shouldn't be able to see anybody because they're all above us. And then the next thing that we're going to do is we are going to edit the enemy class. So go to the enemies, and then go to the update method. And now what we want to do is we want the Y value to increase so that they're coming down towards us. So every time the game updates, you want to do y plus equals 1. And now you can obviously make them go faster and stuff like that. But, oh wait, 1 second. You have to go back to the game frame and then do copy, and we'll just do, where is it? Go to right here. Oh wait, sorry, I'm confused. Go to right here and do for int I, which equals 0. I is less than enemies dot, wait for it to load, size I plus plus, and then inside of here we're going to do enemy temp enemy equals enemies dot get I, and then do temp enemy dot, I named it wrong. Make sure you spell it right, and then do temp enemy dot update. So now it should update each and every one of them, and should scroll on the screen if we did it right. Please work. Yes, they're there. So now if you run into them, those get deleted. But yeah, that's going to be our type of game. We're actually going to do so that they don't. Sometimes if the player right above the screen, if the player, because the player image is so big, you'll be able to see the image before the game starts. So we're just going to do 10, do negative 10 plus negative random. So that should start them below. Yeah. Alright, so now what we're going to do is we're going to go to the player, and we are going to take out the W and the S key so that they can't move up or down. And then we can even take out the vel Y variable. So you should only have the A and the D key. And then do the same down here. And then you can actually just take out this Y plus equals vel Y, and you can take out the variable. And now Y should just be equal to whatever we set it to, and it shouldn't change at all. So go to the game frame, and now we're going to want to do, we're going to start them in the center of the screen. We'll do 580, for example. We'll try that first. Then we'll do 300. 250. That should be down at the bottom. Oh, a little too far. Alright, let's move them down a little bit more. 530, let's try. That should be just about right, yeah. And then we'll just move them over. I don't know, I like things to be centered. That's just me, you don't have to do it. Alright, that should be fine. So now, if you press the up and the down key, nothing should change. You should only be able to move left and right. So if you run into them, they'll get destroyed, but we're going to change that because we don't want that to happen. So we're going to add in a new entity again. So what we're going to do is, actually, let's go to the player collisions first. And then right here, if get bounds that intersects enemy, just comment out this for now because we're going to need it. Actually, never mind, just take this out. And then do, we'll just do system.exit for now, and then put 0. And that's just going to exit the game because that's going to be game over. Eventually we'll change that so there's like, I don't know, there's like a little message that pops up saying you lost, your total score was whatever. Speaking of score, we have to add in that thing right there. Actually, now we'll be fine. So yeah, now we're gonna add in the come on, stupid charger. Yes, my charger's broken, by the way. Let's go to, where is it? YouTube game source, and then add in a new class. Call it, wait for it to load, missile, and then do public missile int x, int y, and then actually you're gonna have to do extends entity. I'm just gonna destroy it. Get rid of that. My bad. And then you should have that right there. Then do public void draw or update first. Doesn't really matter. That's how I like it. Public void draw graphics 2D G2D, and that's like the typical 3 methods that you need for anything that moves and you have to draw practically. It's kind of what you're gonna have to use. It's kind of like a structure for something that moves. And then now since we're gonna have a bunch of missiles, we're gonna have so whenever the player presses the space bar, they're gonna shoot a missile, and we have to take care of all the missiles. So we're gonna make a new array list, and we're gonna do static array list. And because it's a missile, we're gonna put missile as a class. Oops. And then name it missiles equals new array list missile. And then we're going to want to add in the same functions right here. So add in public add missile. So it's practically these three things, just missiles instead of enemies. So, and then we'll do missiles dot add. I'm just going to change this to M. Whoops. For now. And then, oh my god, my computer sucks. Missile. One second. Alright. And then do missiles dot remove M. And then get missile list. So now you should have, what did I do wrong? Oh, yeah, change the missile. And now you should have these three methods. Exactly what they say. Make sure that they say that. And now go to the player class. Save that first. Go to the player class and then do, we're going to add in a new key. So we can do else. Else if key equals key event dot vk space then game frame dot missiles dot game frame dot add the heck. Okay, where did that go? One second, I think we did something wrong here. Public static void. My bad. And then, okay, so these should be the three things. It should say static on each one of them. And then go back to the player and do dot add missile, new missile, and then we're gonna put the missile where the player is. So we're gonna do x comma y, and then we're gonna do y minus. We'll do 5 so that the missile starts a little bit. Actually, no, we're just gonna leave it that because it's gonna go up anyways. And now when we press the spacebar, it should add a new missile. And then go back to the missile and do private image img equals actually my bad, go to, just copy it from here, go to the enemy class, copy this method get enemy image, and then paste it into there. I just copy and paste because it's easier, it's quicker, stuff like that. And then we'll type in missile, and then alright, so we're gonna do g2d dot draw image get missile img, and you should start getting used to this by now. I mean, we've used this a bunch of times now, the whole drawing stuff. X comma y comma null. And now in the update method, since we're going to be shooting the missile, a missile isn't stationary, it moves up, which in this case is going to be down on the Y thing because the screen starts at the top left and then it moves down, so it's going to be opposite. So we're going to do Y minus equals, we'll do 2, so it goes faster. Actually, let's try 3. And now, alright, so now we're going to have to get a missile image. Hold on a sec. First, let's go back to the game frame class, go to the paint method, and then do for int I, which equals 0, I is less than missiles dot size, I plus plus, and then do missile m equals new missile, and then oh wait, now what am I doing? Equals missile m equals missiles dot get I. and then do m.draw. And then we're actually just going to copy this right here, and then go to the action perform method, and right below, or right above the repaint, where we call repaint, do change the m.draw g2d to m.update. So now we have to get a missile image, and I will be right back with that. Hold on, guys. Alright guys, I'm back, and I have 3 images. The enemy and the player I found off the internet, and the missile I just made. Yes, it's pretty amazing. And I will be posting a link in the description to download them. But first, let's go back to Eclipse, and we're going to have to change the name of the enemy image to enemy.png. And then the missile is going to be missile, so that's already changed. And now if you run it, let's see. Alright, so there's the enemies. If we press A and D, they come down, and if they run into us, they fall. Now, since we already have the the space key set up, we're gonna want to put a little. Well, actually, we'll do that later. It should add a new missile. We're gonna add in the collisions between the enemy and stuff. So it fires the missile, and as you see, it moves forward. As you can see, if you hold it down, they just fire, and that's going to be a problem in the future. But I'm going to show you how to add something where when there'll be a time in between each one before they can fire. So quickly, let's go to the enemy class, and we're going to add a new method. We're going to do public void check collisions, and we're going to do for hold on a second, freaking keyboard. For int I, which equals 0, I is less than game frame dot get missile list dot size I plus plus. So what we're doing here is we are getting the missile list, we're checking the size, and then we're going to run a loop through it. And we're going to do missiles m equals game frame dot get missile list dot I spelled it wrong. Dot get missile list dot get I, and then we're going to do if get bounds dot intersects m dot get. We didn't make one, that's why. All right, copy and paste this get bounds function right here, and then just paste it right into the missile. And you should be set up after that. We just have to change the enemy to missile. So now we're going to get the missile image, and this is just the little rectangle that we draw around each thing. And then we're going to do m dot get bounds, and then do game frame dot remove. Oh my God, remove missile, and then this. So, remove enemy, I'm sorry. Remove enemy to this, and then do game frame dot remove, oh my God, missile to M. So now let me explain what this is doing. Practically, we're going to run a loop for each missile that there is in the game. It's going to check if it collides with the enemy, with each enemy. And if it does, it's going to remove the enemy, which is this. We're referring to whatever enemy we're checking with. And then we're going to remove the missile that hit us, which is this right here. So if we run it, it should kill the enemies when it hits them. And that's because we didn't check collisions. I tend to do that. My bad. In the update method, go to that and do check collisions. And then run it, and now it should work. Alright. Gone. And yeah, that's the game so far. So yeah, I'm gonna make the next tutorial. The next tutorial we're gonna be adding the levels and implementing that and stuff. So yeah, thanks for watching, comment, rate, and subscribe.